out of, so many things that we've had recently that haven't been interesting. It's not the most interesting Pokemon in the world, but it is something that I need, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can actually get the shiny tonight. That would be great. It would also be really great if I could click on the one that I wanted to click on. It is a really small Pokemon though, and it looks very much the same facing certain directions, so it might be a little bit difficult to actually click on the one that we want. So we'll give it a shot though. Chat. Alright, we got chat up and running. So how we all doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's a little bit toasty sitting in this car, not gonna lie. So I'm going to finish checking all these little fellas and girls. Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's so small. The hitbox that you're looking for. Come on. Already, that's the last thing that we need. We get an. I think I've clicked on this one, but oh my god, how do you hit that one? Ah, why? I wouldn't use. Thank you. Okie dokie. I think that's all of these little fellas that I've hit, except for these two, which are. I thought maybe going to be a little bit difficult, but no, we got them. Nice. Alright, now I'm trying to hit the Pokestop. Thank you. What do we got? What do we need to chuck in here? A Nickit. Okay. We can do that. Alright, let's go. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we've got anything. Oh, still get rank 1. There we go. Alright. Adventures. Let's begin our shiny hunt. I will actually chuck on an incense tonight because, why not? So it's double catch XP as well, if you're wondering what the bonus is.
Ridiculous.
Biggie Bam Bam, how you doing? Welcome in. And Tef, how you doing, guys? Welcome in. How we doing today? How's your days been? Lots of flies around. Yes, lots of little cutie flies. So as I said, if you guys missed it, this is a shiny that I actually need. I don't have one of these yet, so fingers crossed we can actually get one tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a boosted shiny at all. So I think it's like a full odds shiny. So we will have to put in an effort. That's why I'm just clicking. Ain't got time for catching tonight. As I said, it's double XP for catching. So if you're XP grinding, tonight is a good night for that. Check on that lucky egg and just grind. Oh, you're Mary, you've changed your screen. Okay. Oh, good. That's a very big change. Going from Mary to Biggie Bam Bam. It's like me changing my name from James to Axolotl the 7th. Bam Bam. Not bad, you managed to find a shiny Clauncher yesterday. You need Cutiefly's shiny as well. It seems to be one of those shinies that not a lot of people actually have, just because it's something that doesn't really get featured very often. You're her kid. Oh, good. She doesn't like Pokemon, but you do. Now, I'm like the sole Pokemon connoisseur of my family as well. So, it's all good. Don't worry. Actually, no, I wouldn't say no. My nephew's into it as well, but he's 6. So, that's understandable. I was actually playing Minecraft with him yesterday. And I was just like, because we've built Mario and a Sonic. We live inside the Sonic. We have like a Sonic house because that's his thing at the moment. He's like fully into Sonic because he's got a Nintendo Switch and he's been playing all the Sonic games. But yeah, we built an 8-bit Mario and a Sonic next to him, sort of thing. Oh, fair enough. Run for me then. And then yesterday I was like, why don't we build a Pikachu? And he's like, yeah, let's build a Pikachu. Pikachu's my favorite Pokemon character. I bought him a one of those big plush sleeping Pikachus for his birthday. It wasn't Christmas, Christmas or birthday a few years back, and he loves it. It's his favorite. Your name is Jaden. Your older brother and his wife love it as well. Well, that's good. I mean, at least you're not alone with the liking of the Pokemons. No, my family's not really into, I mean, you know, my parents aren't really into that stuff, but my sister, who's a few years older than me, she's never been into like anime or any of that sort of stuff. But surprisingly, her husband, you know, watches a bit of anime, well, did years ago sort of thing. I don't know if he does anymore. But I'm sort of in the need of a new anime to watch. Any suggestions? Anything that I should get into, guys? Anything new that you guys have watched that is good? There's a couple of those much-watched animes that I still haven't watched yet just because they're not on Netflix. It's like, everyone's like, oh, you should get Crunchyroll. And I'm like, I got enough subscriptions as it is. My Disney Plus subscription, which I never watch. Like, I honestly should cancel my Disney Plus subscription because I never watch it. That's going up to like $21, $22 a month or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't even watch it. Why am I paying for this? But I've also got Prime and Netflix. But Netflix I watch on a fairly regular basis, and Prime I watch enough of to justify having the subscription. I just finished watching season 3 of Invincible like last week, and waiting on season 5 of The Boys? Yeah, season 5 I think. How you going, Jarrell? Welcome in. Did you get decent? Check out. Nick it in there. It's also gonna be okay. If I'm getting rank 1s with silver star, silver stars too, I'll take it. Oh my god, that sun is making it very difficult for me to see my screen. Little Ninkada raid. Yeah, so if you guys have got any suggestions on animes, but as I was saying, I've seen the first series of Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer, but they haven't got the second or third series on Netflix at this point. I haven't seen any of Attack on Titan, which is one of those ones that's just like, dude, you haven't seen that? But they've just done like the last season, or they're in the middle of the last season or something like that. So I'm one of those people that likes to wait until stuff is done as well, just so I don't have to wait in between seasons. I've seen the first series of Jujutsu Kaisen as well. So there's a couple of animes that I'm in. I've watched up to like season... what season am I up to on One Piece? I don't know, I needed a bit of a break from One Piece. It's one of those things that just keeps going. I should get back into Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched that since I was a teenager, which I think the last saga that I watched in Dragon Ball Z was... I think it was Buu Saga. So yeah, that was a long time ago. I have watched like the movies, like Beerus and stuff like that, but I haven't watched any of the the seasons since, I'm pretty sure it's Boo, so it was a long time ago. Your sister used to watch My Hero Academia. Yeah, that's another one that I've sort of been meaning to get into. I've just seen that they're doing another season of that the other day as well. You're like, Redo Healer. Is that an anime series? Because if so, it's one that I have never heard of before. Come on, little cutie fly. We need the shiny. Yeah, so for tomorrow night, we'll be hosting Heatran raids with you guys. So if you're keen on getting your frying pan, we'll be here doing some of them. So we'll see how popular it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be better than Tapu Koko. Because Tapu Koko is definitely it's not the best. Redo Healer. Okay, it's an anime. I'll have a look into it. Like I said, I've never actually heard of that before. But I suppose there's going to be a lot of animes that I have never heard of before. What was the last anime that I actually watched in its entirety? Well, at least a season of it. That's a good question. I want to say the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that was the last anime that I watched, which was a few months back. Sort of thing. I've got to be in the mood. I go through different stages when it comes to anime. And I sort of get in the mood for it, and I'll watch a couple of seasons or series or something like that, and then I sort of take a bit of a break from it and watch other stuff. Mainly YouTube. No promises on attending raid hour, but you'll try. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know. It should be somewhat busy tomorrow, I'm assuming. Because it is better than Tapu Koko. And we managed to get a few raids done last week for Tapu Koko. It was like 5 or 6 raids, which was more than I was expecting, because again, it's just not a great Pokemon. If I want to read a good, I'm assuming you mean manga, manga Rooftop Sword Master. So that's another one I've never heard of before. And I don't know, when it comes to manga, I just don't really get into it the same as like an actual series. Because I think it's just because I've never been a big reader. I tend to lose interest in stuff that I have to read. Yeah, I don't know how people can sit down and read like 500 plus word, like page book, word books. I think there's going to be more than 500 words in most books, but 500 plus page books. I'm like, man, I lose interest after like the first 20 pages. I'm like, man, do I have to keep doing this? I find it's a chore to read. So I've never really got enjoyment out of it because I've always seen it as a chore. And it makes me very tired as well. Like I can read something and it'll just put me to sleep. How many anime cons have I been to? None. We don't really have a lot here in Australia when it comes to anime cons. There's like Comic-Con, which is a sort of anime comic sort of thing. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it though, off the top of my head. And that's really it. Might actually be like the Anime Expo or something like that. I honestly don't know. So yeah, I've never actually been to a anime con. Been to PAX a lot of times. Like, I'm actually wearing my PAX t-shirt right now. One of several PAX t-shirts that I have. Yeah, I've been to PAX every year for like the past 7 or 8 years. Except for like the COVID years when they had to cancel it. You love reading. It seems to be like, I don't want to stereotype it or, you know, all that sort of stuff, but women tend to be really big into reading. I know a lot of men read as well. I'm not saying that it's only a woman thing, but I don't know. I think it's just women enjoy reading more than men do. Like, I'm that bad that I can't even watch animes and stuff like that with subtitles. It has to be dubbed. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not actually paying attention to the show because I'm too busy reading the bottom of the screen. And it's like, man, if I wanted to read a book, I would read a book. I'm trying to watch TV right now, so just give me the dubbed version so I can just turn my brain off and just watch something. Have a good arvo. Cheers, Nico. You too, man. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whichever it may be. Alright, well, we're only 15 minutes in so far. I seem to be walking very quickly in comparison to... I think it's because I'm trying to encounter as many of these as I can just to get this shiny. You can't do raid day. You mean raid hour, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's just raid hour tomorrow. So from basically the same time as tonight's stream, from 6 until 7 p.m-ish sort of thing. But we do have another raid hour. I think it's the 5th of April. Yeah, 5th of April. For Odino. So I'm expecting that to be probably a bit busier than Absol, just because it's a new, sort of a new mega evolution. So yeah, for Absol, which was good to see. There were still people that were in it, so we kept raiding for basically the whole day. I did wrap up sort of 10 minutes early, but it wasn't too bad. We did get 2 shinies, and we did, how many? 6, 12, 16, yeah. I was going to say 16 raids, 2 shinies. Oh no, 3 shinies, sorry. But at least the weather is still nice. Probably only got another couple of weeks of this nice weather, and then it's going to start getting crappy. As we sort of looks like we're getting some internet issues, which wouldn't surprise me. I was going to say, just in case I haven't clicked on that one, but I was pretty sure that I did. I guarantee it. It was the shiny. I didn't click on it, and I just missed my shiny. Yeah, it's weird to be so... interested in a Spotlight Hour which really isn't that appealing. Like, I can imagine there's going to be a lot of people. I'm very... Of course. Every time we get to this part of the trail, okay. Hopefully we're past the internet, yeah. I suppose that's one of the good things during the autumn and winter times sort of thing. The trees do lose a lot of their leaves, so there's not as much stuff in the way that blocks the internet. But surely, we're living in 2025. Surely we can get internet-proof, like, well, tree-proof internet is what I'm trying to say. Come on. The internet shouldn't interrupt the internet. Oh my God. My brain is not working. Trees should not interrupt the internet. No mods? No. Well, there is now, because you're here. These streams are unless Megan's here, sort of thing, because she is in Australia. It's a odd time of the evening for most people around the world, like Chom and stuff like that, because he's an American and it's night time. But that's no excuse. Chom should be here. Yeah, it's 12:23 for you. Oh, why are these being so difficult to catch? Hey, doing Zub? Welcome in, good to see you. Yeah, it's only going to be, like I said, another month or so, and I'm pretty sure daylight savings finishes here. I think it's around Easter time, which is in April, so... Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's possibly even the same weekend as Easter, when daylight savings finishes. How many Totodile shinies did I get? 30. Does that smell like pee? It's not nice. It smells like pee around here. It's probably just the river. The river smells like pee. Awesome. Yeah, we finished with 29 shinies for the actual hours, and I was a little bit disappointed because I was trying to grind to get to that 30 in like the last few minutes, and the game just wasn't going to give me that 30th shiny. So I, finished up feeling a little bit defeated. I'm like, damn it, we didn't get 30 shinies. And then I finished off the research, and when I finished off the research, I got a background shiny. So I was like, nice, we'll take that. And daylight savings finishes in April. Oh no, that's only like a week away. That's like next week. No, it's like next weekend, not this weekend coming, the weekend after. No, I'm in Eastern Australia.
And he goes to put his kicks down there. Doesn't put it down properly.
It says Eastern Australia. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Australia. There's a whole part of the country that didn't come out right. I got halfway through saying country, and there's half of the that does not need to be clipped. We got the shiny, and I said a naughty word on stream, but I'm an Australian, so technically it's a word of endearment. But anyway, we got the Cutiefly, and I'm in the east side of the country. What I was gonna say is there's a whole half of the country which is called, but I said half of the word country as I was saying half of the country. That is called Western Australia because we're lazy. So we're just like, that's the western part of the country. The whole western. And then we have part of the country which is called South Australia, but funnily enough, it's not even the most southern part of Australia. Victoria and I said New Zealand. New Zealand's not part of Australia yet. Tasmania is the place I'm thinking of. Yes, Victoria and Tasmania are actually lower than South Australia, so, you know, go figure. Unclick and reclick? Nah, we'll just go with it. It's okay. You're gonna clip that? Thanks. I'm sure it'll get all the views. Make all the people happy that I said something that I should on stream. Shall I? I mean, I honestly, I don't really care. You can if you want to. Funny moments like that are what, you know, get the likes. And at no point have I ever said... I mean, I suppose I have. We did have the whole family-friendly thing attached to the channel for a long time, but honestly, I'm getting to the point where it's like, if I start playing other games on the channel that aren't really family-friendly, I don't suppose I need to stay family-friendly. I'm not in charge of people's children. If you don't like your kids hearing things and seeing things that they shouldn't see, monitor what they watch on the internet. That's not my job. I'm just here to entertain y'all. You want to see the sparkles? Well, you can see the sparkles here. Look, there's sparkles. Sparkle, sparkle. You're playing Uno? What, the digital version or the actual in real life card version? You heard the word derogatory towards females. No, in Australia it's a word of endearment. We call everybody the same. Your best friend is a C word. It's not a derogatory word by any way, shape or form. I mean, I suppose it's the context that you use it in, because it can still be used as a derogatory word, but it's context matters in Australia. Every swear word can be used in either a positive or a negative way, because we're a creative bunch of people. Not in North America. Well, I'm sorry you guys are such prudes. That's not my fault. Yeah. A bunch of people which just, you know, don't really care. We'll just say things. Anyway, we got the shiny. So I'm happy with that. We actually accomplished a goal, and it looks like the internet's being a little bit laggy at the moment as well, so I apologise if the stream is a little bit laggy or looking a bit off. Let's have a look. How does the stream look? Oh man, my stream isn't... Okay, yeah, it has caught back up. It is looking a little bit choppy, so I apologise if it's not looking the best at the moment. That's what you get living in Australia. It's basically a third world country when it comes to internet. If I keep moving... Looks like it's cleared up a little bit. Now you need the shiny wall. Well, yep, there we go. Chucking the shiny vibes into the chat for everybody else that could possibly need the shiny. I accomplished my goal for the evening, so I'm happy. And we've still got half an hour to go. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, I wasn't really looking forward to tonight's Spotlight Hour, to be perfectly honest, because I didn't go to bed until like, what time was it last night? 4:30, something like that. And I mean, these days I just don't sleep. I really need to go to the doctor and do something about my sleep, because it doesn't matter how tired I am, I only sleep for a couple of hours, and then as soon as I wake up, I can't get back to sleep, because I just have strange dreams. And then I'm sort of like half asleep, and then I end up sleeping in and waking up, and I feel like incredibly groggy and horrible when I wake up. So I need to do something about my sleep, so I don't feel so fatigued during the days. Because I woke up this morning and I was just like, I cannot be bothered doing anything. But I ended up forcing myself to do a workout, which was good. At least I have the discipline to like make myself do a workout when I need to. And then just during the workout, I'm just sitting there just like, I really can't be doing this. I would rather just be laying around doing nothing, but I soldiered on through the workout, got it done, and then basically got ready to come down and do this. So I'm a bit more lively now than what I was before, but still not feeling it. I think tonight is going to be a fairly relaxed night, but again, when I say that, I just don't sleep. So as much as I want to sleep and as tired as I may be, I just don't sleep. Which is starting to become a problem. So it's becoming that much of a problem that, like I said, I think I need to go to the doctor about it and see what they can do. Maybe get me some medication or something that could possibly help. Hello. Nah, it's all good.
Right? Yeah.
Almost tripped up by dogs running into me, just being crazy dogs. That's okay. I don't mind, as long as they don't jump and try to maul me to death. I can manage. I know what it's like. My dog is crazy. She's a maniac. She has literally bowled me. It's like a few weeks ago, I took her for a walk and I threw a toy for her, and she's 20 feet away from me or something like that, and she just lined me up and just came bolting towards me with her toy in her mouth. And I thought she was going to veer off at the last second to, miss me, but no, she just went straight through. Just knocked my legs out from underneath me, put me on my ass, like full twisted my ankle. I was like, thanks, Migs. That's fantastic. Have I tried praying for sleep to Jesus Christ? No, I can't say that I've done that. Somehow I think he's got better things to do than try and help me with my sleep. Saving poor little children from cancer and stuff like that. Or, nah, he doesn't do that. He just helps athletes win trophies and stuff. He's all about that. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I don't care if you believe in that stuff, like, you do you sort of thing, but I just don't like the way athletes and stuff use that as thank God I won this and won that, and it's just like, somehow I think, if he was helping you, don't you think he should be helping the people that actually need it, rather than... No, he helps the children's. Jesus loves the children's. I don't know about that one. He can try. He helps in their own little way. No, as I said, I don't really care what people believe in. If you want to believe in that stuff, cool. Just as long as you're not one of those people that's trying to force it down other people's throats and hate on them if they don't believe in that stuff. Oh my God, I'm not trying to... I'm going to have to take this one. Because everybody's allowed to believe in what they want to. Personally, I believe in a flying spaghetti monster. Alright, we've got 25 minutes left to try and get ourselves a second tiny if possible. Why? Okay. Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta spawn right in the middle of the pack of the other one so I can't click on you? Stupid fly. You're still... Well, thank you, sir. See, as long as you're not judgmental about it, that's cool. You know, I'm not judging you, you're not judging me, everything's fine. I don't really care. As long as, you know, everybody can get along. Oh, I think I already clicked on that one. That is okie dokie. One thing that I do wish is that I brought my water with. It's sitting in the car, just warming up in the sun. That's pretty cool. The spaghetti monster. He's a flying spaghetti monster, thank you very much. Get all right. Not just any old spaghetti monster. He's a flying spaghetti monster. There is a very vast difference. Because you get your atypical spaghetti monsters, which don't fly, but the flying ones, they're something else. They're worth putting faith in. Never know what they're going to do. I'm really hoping that I can get somewhat sleep tonight. I think one of the main things that I got to do to try and get my sleep schedule back into order is actually going to bed at a decent time of night. I think it's this staying up until 3, 4 in the morning, pretty much every morning, which is doing it. Because my circadian rhythms are thrown off all over the place. So yeah, if I try and actually sleep at a proper time of night, I might get more restful sleep and just wake up earlier. But I have I don't know, there's something about waking up early which I'm just not a huge fan of. During the summer months, it's not so bad. But during the winter months, I hate waking up early just because everything's so cold. And yeah, I absolutely despise the cold. So when you wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning and the house is freezing cold, that's just something I don't like. Or Sericool. Yeah, somebody else's, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but somebody's suggested that before. And I was actually thinking of that earlier. I was like, wait, there was this medication that people were suggesting to me. And I kept thinking of NyQuil, because of Quill. It was you? Okay, yes. Thank you. Yeah, well, I was thinking about it earlier. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was something like NyQuil, but it's not NyQuil. It was olanzapine. See, that's the thing. I have been prescribed metazapine, or metazapine, whichever you want to call it, which is basically an anti-anxiety medication. So I do have that at home, and maybe I could start taking that again, but I don't know if it's going to help me with sleep or just make me feel. But I think anything with pine in the name, like any medication with, so yeah, diazepam, olanzapine rather, metazapine, whatever you want to call them. I think they're all sort of the same family of anti-anxiety medication type of thing. Sericool makes you feel natural sleep, but if you give you a headache, then try. Yeah, see, I am very prone to headaches already. Without taking medication, it may cause headaches. And I'm assuming that it's a prescription medication, because, I mean, everything here in Australia is a prescription medication, basically. But I'll have to remember it. Should actually... I'll chuck it into my notes after. Hopefully I'll actually remember it this time. I just got a error, as in a girl named Sarah, and then just pine.
What is that? That is a little wiggly caterpillar. Hey, little wiggly caterpillar, you shouldn't be in the middle of the trail. You're going to hurt yourself. Get on the leaf and I'll rescue you, because I'm feeling generous. You're struggling. Come on, little fella. You can do it. Or don't. Whatever. Come on. I'm trying to help you. Oh man, don't be like that. I'm trying to help you, buddy. It's a weird looking thing. Ah! What are you doing? Okay, there you go, little fella. You're in a tree now. Or a plant. Mate, I'm trying to... Alright, just there. I'm sure you'll manage. That's my good deed done for the day. I rescued a bug. That was kind of me. I was struggling. I just looked down and there's just this thing wiggling on the path. And he wasn't moving along very fast because he was like a little caterpillar on a dirt track, and it just looked like he kept scraping the dirt underneath him and he wasn't actually moving anywhere. So I was just like, you know what? You gotta do your good deeds like that. Write it down. I should remember this time. Like I said, I sort of remembered it last time. I just didn't remember the first name. So all I gotta do is just remember Sarah. And then, yeah. Sarah Quill. Sarah Quill, we'll be fine. We should remember it this time. See, I'm a good person. Like I said, I do my good deeds. I'm sure my flying spaghetti monster will be proud of me. He'll bring me spaghetti. Lots and lots of spaghetti. I'm looking forward to it. Man, now I actually want spaghetti. I'm hungry for spaghetti. I shouldn't have said that. It's not my fault. Be careful with sleeping medication. Take small nibbles out of the Seroquel and you'll get it. Okay. Yeah, I know you got to be careful with sleeping medication. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Heath Ledger or any other number of celebrities that have, you know, taken a bit too much and then never woken up. You make good spaghetti, so do I. I'll make the best spaghetti. It's my favorite. Like, it is literally like my favorite food. So I go all out. You know, you got to add your wine, you got to mix in all your herbs and stuff like that. And recently I've been making a good vegetarian one as well. So sort of the same as my bolognese, like my proper bolognese with meat in it, except it doesn't have meat in it, and I put like olives and stuff in it, and then add some spice to it as well, so it's like a spicy vegetarian pasta. It's so good. So good. Yeah, it's close enough that it's similar, but it's got a distinct taste to it, like makes it different from my normal bolognese, and yeah, it's very good. I've had people on stream which have been, you need to do a cooking stream, and I'm just like, it's a bit difficult because the channel's not focused towards doing that sort of stuff, so, you know, it won't get the views because I mainly stream Pokemon Go. So if I do ever get the Patreon or something up and running again, maybe we might do, you know, that sort of stuff on Patreons as a special thing. A not so much gaming stream, but more of just a general, hey, Jimmy live stream. try chorizo in your spaghetti. It's your secret recipe. So just wait, a normal bolognese, you just chuck some chorizo in it. Game starts lagging when I'm clicking on the Pokemon. I can usually tell that the internet's getting a little bit choppy, but it should hopefully come back to a decent quality shortly. It's lagging really badly. So go back to live. Yeah, it is looking a bit choppy. Like I said, it should fix itself shortly. Unfortunately, Australian internet, like I said, basically like being in a third world country. The amount of trees and stuff that are around here just tend to block the Wi-Fi and make it a bit choppy, sort of thing, but it should hopefully clear up. But yeah, it's not looking great. I'm looking at it on this screen and it looks very choppy. You're probably not going to tell that because the stream is already choppy, so you're just going to have choppiness. Come on, stream, go back to a better quality. That is terrible. That's looking like garbage. Anyway, I'll let you guys know verbally if I get a shiny. This is the tiny one that I've just clicked on. So if you see stars pop up, yeah, you can somewhat read the tininess. Okay, that's better. Now it's starting to look a little bit better. Still a little bit choppy, but not too bad. Getting better. I swear, if this crashes my stream because I clicked on Arlo, I'll be very disappointed. Okay. It's looking okay. You're still here. Cheers, man. Cheers. As long as somebody's interacting with the chat, that's all that matters. Oh, there's others here. They're just lurking, sort of thing, which is fine. I don't mind if people lurk, sort of thing. The views are there. But yeah, as long as one person is interacting with the chat, it at least makes it easier for me to interact back, because when it goes silent, sometimes during the less interesting featured Pokemon, sometimes people just aren't interested in them at all. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to interact with you guys because I'm just like, how's that weather? Honestly, I wasn't expecting... you're here, you're not leaving. Cheers, man. I wasn't expecting tonight to be very busy because it's Cutiefly, sort of thing. It's not exactly the dream Pokemon, that's for sure. But I was still enthusiastic about it nonetheless, just because, as I said, it was a shiny that I needed. Seroquel or Lazapan. That sounds like a basketball player, not gonna lie. Just a reminder. Thanks. Yeah, am I the only one that gets basketball player vibes from Seroquel or Lazapan? Me too. I'm glad it's not just me. Yeah, it sounds like a full-on name. It's very funny. At least to me. I found it mildly amusing. Very funny was probably overstating it quite dramatically there, but you know. You gotta do that. You gotta inflate every minor exciting thing into some grandiose display. So it was hilarious. Alright, we got 9 minutes left, and I am literally walking past the car as I speak. So, probably walk for another couple of minutes and then just turn around and wander back to the car. So we did a pretty good thing. Almost good timing. But yeah, I got the shiny, so that's what I'm happy about. We actually got our shiny today, which is good. It's always good to get the shiny that you want during Spotlight Hour when they're being featured. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen all the time. I can't click on these because they're too close to the Pokestop. Stupid things. Why you gotta be so difficult? Alright. That's gonna despawn any moment anyway. Okay, cool. I actually got it. Nice! I am so great. Now I can't click on the other. I am not so great. There we go. You want to see me hunt shiny Zagrad and Sword and Shield? I haven't played Sword and Shield in years, dude. I haven't even played Scarlet and Violet in a long time. Honestly, I feel like I need a break from Pokemon. So I'm very much up in the air and seeing what's going to happen with this sale of Pokemon Go. And seeing how the transition over to the new company goes. And that might be my time to not step away from Pokemon Go, but just to try. I feel like I need a break from Pokemon Go because it's, well, just Pokemon in general. The main focus for like the past 10 years almost on the channel. And there's so many other games out there that I want to play. Lag, yeah, again, it's another part of the trail where I get lag, unfortunately, because, again, trees on, like, either side of me. There's, like, 2 or 3, maybe 4 spots on the trail where the lag will pick up. You're going to OmegaCon this Saturday. You're dressing up as a Shuckle. Nice. I'm assuming it's an anime convention thing that you're going to, MegaCon. Try playing Pokemon Unite instead. I never got into Pokemon Unite. Those MOBA type of games aren't my type of games. I just don't get into them. I played it for a little bit when it first came out, but it wasn't something that I continued with, sort of thing. It just wasn't my type of game. And I feel like it's a bit late to jump into it now. Everybody's so advanced and I'm still like a little noob. But yeah, games like Pokemon Unite, League of Legends, all that sort of stuff, they're just not my cup of tea. Yeah, it gets boring. And like I said, honestly, I feel like I need to just step away from Pokemon a little bit and just start dabbling in other things to keep my interest in the channel and, you know, going forward and all that sort of stuff. Because there's only so much that you can do Pokemon wise until it's just like, you know, you get a bit burnt out when it's just the same subject matter over and over and over again. It's not that I'm, you know, I don't like Pokemon or anything like that. It's just, I feel like there's so much more out there to do. What about Team Arena? I'm assuming that's what you mean, Team Free Arena. Again, that's not really my type of game. My type of games. I want to get into just playing some games that I've been meaning to get into for a while. Like, I've been throwing it around for a while now, but I want to get back into Cyberpunk. Since the big fix and update and all that sort of stuff, the DLC, and play through it again properly, because I enjoy that game. There's which I really want to play, just because I was a big fan of the Stalker games back in the past, like Stalker 2 and all that sort of stuff. Clear Sky, they were great games. What else? Doom, Dark Ages is coming up in a few months. So they're the type of games that I'm into. Team 3 Arena is an arcade shooter. Yeah, see, not really into, well, Team 3 shooter, sorry. I don't know. I suppose you could sort of call Doom an arcade shooter, but it's more of an arena type of, I don't know. Like I said, I've got some games that I would like to get into and play. I do have Baldur's Gate 3 on the computer that I've been mulling over whether or not I want to play that off stream or on stream. But yeah, got a lot of things that I can do. What about Temple Run? Is that another mobile game? Because honestly, I'm not a big mobile gamer. As I'm standing here streaming Pokemon. Pokemon Go is really my only mobile game that I play. Yeah, I'm more of a PC gamer. But Pokemon Go is like the exception when it comes to... Alright, we've got 3 minutes left, so I'm just going to wander up to this stop here. We turn around, so we'll just click on as many more as we can. Click on, see if we can get ourselves a second shiny to finish off the day. But we've done well. We did get our little Cutiefly before, so I was very happy with that. Yes it is, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard of it before, but it's, yeah, if it's a mobile game, it's something that I probably haven't really looked in too much, just because, again, I'm not a big mobile gamer. Do Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Again, it's also finding the motivation. I was talking to that with my talking about that with my therapist last time I saw him, where my lack of motivation is something that really holds me back when it comes to doing stuff. Because recently, sort of over the and I am ADHD. It was just something that I never really realized in the past because of multiple reasons, marketing and all that sort of stuff, and thinking that I was normal when I wasn't. And then when I actually started hanging around with a few ADHD people and being like, hang on a second, this seems very much like what I am like. And then my sister was diagnosed with it and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, it's, yeah, one of those things where I'm sort of like, 100% sure or 90% sure that I also have it. And yeah, my motivation because of it, because it's something that I'm a dopamine seeker. My brain needs dopamine. So when I don't feel that dopamine hit from things, I just don't have the motivation to do them. As much as I want to, and as much as I keep telling myself that it's something that I should do, my brain won't let me do it. It's a very hard thing to explain, unless, you're somebody that has ADHD or something like that. Yeah, it's very difficult to describe that feeling of wanting to do something, but just not being able to do it. Well, there we go, guys. Spotlight Hour is kaputskis. We got our shiny, so I'm very pleased with that I ended up getting my shiny, because it was a shiny that I needed. Yeah, and even with these streams, like the Spotlight Hour streams and Raid Hour streams and stuff like that, they don't provide me with the same dopamine that they used to, but because it's become part of my routine, because that's something else that ADHD brains thrive off of, is like a routine. So because I have this as part of my routine, I get that and do it even if I don't get that dopamine hit from it that I'm seeking. It's another reason why I've become so good at doing my workouts and stuff. Even today, like I was saying before, when I just wasn't feeling it today because I've been so fatigued, I still did my workout because it's part of my routine, and I'd feel weird if I didn't do it. So if I can work things into do something enough that I can get it into a routine, then it will be easier to do. So maybe I need to do that with streams. try and force myself to do it. I need to find a really good game that I am really looking forward to playing, i.e. Doom Dark Ages when that comes out, because I'll be really into playing that, because Doom is one of my favourite games of all time, sort of thing, because I've been playing them since the originals back in the day. I really feel like that is something that I could try and maybe build a routine off of, and set some stream days and just have them, you know, stream for a couple of hours on these days and then try and build off of that. Oh yeah, Doom. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I missed out on getting the special edition from EB Games or GameSpot, depending on where you are in the world, for the PC, and I had to order it on the PS5, which I don't actually have. I don't have a PS5, but it was the only way that I was getting the special edition, which had all the bonus stuff with it, like the statue and the Doomslayer statue. I was like, I want that. I'm not missing out on it, so I have to buy the game twice now, because I have to buy it on PC, and now I'm going to have it on PlayStation as well, but I don't have a PlayStation to play it. But I am going to buy a PlayStation 5 at some point, just because I need one to be able to play GTA 6 when that comes out eventually, which is probably not going to come out this year now. It was supposed to come out this year, but given that they haven't started marketing for it, because they try, like Rockstar like to do a year worth of marketing for GTA games before they come out, so the fact that they haven't started marketing for it doesn't look like it's going to come out this year, because it's already March sort of thing. So hopefully next year, we'll see. It's GTA 6 at this point, might not come out until 2047. How you doing, Negan? Welcome in. You only had one phone, all good. No shinies, but you got a hundo. Nice. I got the shiny, which I was very happy about, because I did need this shiny. So, me very happy that we got the shiny tonight. So yeah, we did something. We did a goal. We did a special thing. And then yeah, other than that, we've just been discussing spaghetti monsters and flying spaghetti monsters. We've already established that the flying part is very important. And yeah, talking about what we could do with the channel moving forward. As usual, I mean, this isn't the first time I've had this conversation on the channel. I do it on a fairly regular basis. But yeah, we're just discussing, given that, you know, the sale of Pokemon Go is coming up at some point in the future. Well, the very, very near future. It has been sold. I mean, the handing off of the company or the game to somebody else. We will see what the future of the game is like on the channel. We'll see if people are going to stick around. Maybe. I don't know what this is, but we'll chuck it in here just in case it's important. Lucky that didn't fall off the back of the... I think it's the thing that holds the tow bar on, or the chain that was on the back. Surprisingly enough, when I drove down the freeway, that didn't come flying off. Big metal bar and a clip. You had one, but you needed a second one. Yeah, I just needed it in general, sort of thing. So I'm glad that I've got it off the list now. It's a shiny that I have obtained. All right, we are back in the car. What was it? Oh man, my knuckles. After holding the phone for a period of time, my hand like cramps up, so I need to like work my hand because it has atrophied and I can't actually move my fingers. But I'm looking at a pretty nice sunset right now, guys. This. Look at that. Look at that sunset through the trees. Looking very schmicko. Schmicko background. I think it looks cool, at least. I don't know about you guys.
Alright. Well, we're sitting on 9 likes so far, guys. If you haven't already, please do smash that like button. But yeah. You're hunting shiny Regigigas in Shining Pearl. Nice. I'm assuming soft resets for it. Sort of thing. Which is one of the only true ways of hunting shinies that is left in the game, because they've made shinies so easy to obtain in main series games since Pokemon Go ruined the specialty of shinies. The specialness. The speciality. Whichever word you want to associate with it. They're just not the same as they used to be, because, you know, unfortunately, things like that happen because Pokemon Go ruined shinies because of com days and events and stuff. Oh, it's almost time to go home and have dinner, and then I want to say sleep, but Seroquel. See, I remembered. Seroquel is what you. What's everybody's favorite Pokemon? Mine is Charizard, because I'm basic and I am a Gen 1er. You got a shiny Manaphy recently? Nice. Yeah, like I said, I haven't shiny hunted any of the main series games for quite a while. I did a little bit of shiny hunting. Wait, did I actually do shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet? I don't think I did. I think I just found random shinies in the wild, because I didn't actually finish the game, because I usually do the shiny hunting once I finish the main game. I never finished that game. So yeah, I think my last legitimate shiny hunt in Pokemon, like main series game, was in Sword and Shield. So that was a long time ago now. Good old Seroquel or Lazapan. He's pretty cool. Best basketball player I've seen in a while. Sorry, if I mention that stuff to my doctor, he'll probably know anyway. Like, he'll suggest things that I can probably take. But yeah, I definitely feel like I gotta do it just to try and get sleep, because I was taking like pseudo melatonin stuff, like just over the counter, and yeah, just wasn't really, it's like milk thistle stuff. Just didn't really do anything. So yeah, we have to get something actual pharmaceutical, which is just great. More pharmaceuticals. That's when you know you're getting old, when you just have to start consuming pharmaceuticals just to live a normal life. Everything's all well and good when you're young, but then you hit a certain age where you just have to start eating medications just to feel normal. And it's like, great. Fantastic. I love it. Your favorite shiny is Deoxys and Giratina and Rayquaza. That's a lot of favorites. Your favorite is Shuckle. I would assume so, given that you said that you're going to dress up as Shuckle as your costume. Negan's is Ray Ray. Nice. Get the ones you mentioned. Ask your doctor about a DNA test to see what meds work for you. Yeah, I mean, if I just go to the doctor and just explain to him that I'm having sleeping issues, I'm sure he'll have suggestions of medications and stuff that I can try as well. Yeah, I mean, the doctor's probably the best one to walk me through it and tell me what is best and all that sort of stuff. So it's just a matter of going back to the doctor, because I haven't been for a while. But there's a few other things that there's a few other things that I probably need to get checked up on as well. So we can do that soon, I suppose. I should probably do it sooner than later, because, like I said, my sleeping is bad. I think first thing that I gotta do is just get my sleeping patterns back to a relatively normal time, like trying to be in bed at like 1 a.m. at the latest, sort of thing, and then trying to sleep during that part of the night rather than early morning. Early morning, like 5 a.m.-ish is way too late. Again, it's difficult because my ADHD brain, I like the quiet of the world at that time of day, night, morning, whichever one you want to call it, because everybody else is asleep, so the world is quiet, and I can just be with my thoughts in my head and just do my own thing, and I'm not going to get interrupted by other people and stuff. So it's my time to like reclaim what I've lost during the day, because during the day I just feel like I'm being distracted and I can't get my thoughts together and do the things that I want to do. So I sort of take revenge on myself for not being able to get that stuff done during the day by doing it at night. And then it just goes in a cycle and it just becomes worse and worse and worse and worse. So yeah, maybe it's something that I need to get diagnosed for. And actually, then I can actually get medicated for it, because I can't get medication for ADHD or anything like that unless I'm diagnosed with it. But going through the diagnosis is, one, expensive, two, it takes a long time because you got to get put on a waiting list here in Australia. And yeah, it just takes a long time to go through that process. And oh man, it means I've actually got to do things that my brain doesn't want to. So again, why they got to be so difficult? Be honest with your doctor. Yeah, I'm always honest with my doctor. You sound like me in the way I try to explain your insomnia and lack of sleep. Yeah, I think most people in this modern world fall into the same category when it comes to that stuff. Because we all live hectic lives and everything's so stressful and rush. So we're all suffering from the same thing. It's modern life syndrome. You get insomnia randomly. Yeah, unfortunately mine's just chronic sort of thing. Like, I suppose I don't have difficulty going to sleep when I want to go to sleep. At night, like when I go to bed, because it's sort of my bedtime around that 4 a.m. mark. I'll be like, okay, it's time to go to bed. But it's actually sleeping for a solid 8 hours, which is impossible for me to do. Like 7 to 8 hours. It's like I sleep for like 3 or 4 hours and then I'm just awake and sort of asleep. I'm like half asleep, so I'm not actually sleeping properly. And you don't get restful sleep. Asleep, what's that? I know, it's a foreign concept, eh? Also, how you doing, Fitzy? Welcome in. You gotta focus on going through the test. It takes a second, but you'll get it right. Hopefully. One thing at a time, eh? I feel like I got too much on my plate that I gotta deal with. So I just put it all aside because I'm like, there's too many things to deal with. So I'm a professional procrastinator. Always have been. And again, that's a very like ADHD thing. If it's something that it's not going to give you dopamine, you procrastinate and you procrastinate and you find any other little thing that you can do to not do the thing that you need to do. And yeah, I was always called a professional procrastinator by my parents when I was younger, and now I know why. Because my brain is just like, no, this isn't giving you the dopamine that you need. Good times. You blame your ADHD, no idea why, but that's your story. Yes, that's like I said, that's my issue with pretty much everything. I think it's my neurodivergence. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, eh? A professornator. Wait, that just makes it sound like you're a professor that murders things. I'm the professornator. You know what you tell yourself? If you can shiny hunt for hours on end, you can achieve getting help at the doctors. Yeah, but see, you're getting dopamine from doing that, though, when you're shiny hunting. Because when you finally get that shiny, that's the dopamine hit that you're looking for, so you can put yourself through that torment. The doctor's different. I don't feel like I get the dopamine hit from my doctor. Because, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. I think sleep. Sleep is the first thing. Once I deal with that, I think so many other things will fix themselves. It's just the getting the sleep thing properly. Because when I used to sleep properly, things were better. Like, yeah, things in my head were more organized. So I know that I can sleep good. I just need to get back to that. And I think it's just my nights, as I said, have become progressively worse and worse and worse because I'm just staying up later and later and later and later. So we got to figure that out. So once I get on top of that, it'll be good, I think. Play poker. I do. You gotta have stops and stuff, but trust me, I've usually got the game open or I'm doom scrolling or something when I'm sitting at the doctor's. But what do you do? What do you do? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here because, like I said, I am tired, so I gotta go home and just relax for the rest of the night, I think. So yeah, thank you for everybody that has tuned in tonight. Like I said, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. We're sitting on like 10 or so, 9, 10 or 11, 9 or 10, whatever it is. So yes, smash that like button if you haven't already. Seroquel or Laserpan, I will remember, hopefully. I'll remember the Seroquel part of it at least, and then, like I said, the doctor will suggest other stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'll be live again tomorrow evening for Heatran Raid Hour from same time, 6 until 7 p.m. like usual. So yeah, until then, guys, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting, good luck for your spotlight hours. Hopefully you guys get the shiny and all of that stuff if you need it. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, you too, Zub. You too. Yeah, it's alright, guys. Have a good one. Peace out. I'll see you guys.